Hey there! Welcome to Cozy Clover. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through step by step as we make your very own fabric doll using the Cozy Clover Heidi pattern. I designed this pattern with the inspiration to celebrate uniqueness. Creating your own doll offers options for different skin tones, eye colors, and hairstyles, so every doll feels truly special and one of a kind. Whether you're a sewing pro or a confident beginner, I'll guide you step by step to make the process easy and fun. So grab your sewing supplies, get comfy, and let's start sewing together. After printing and cutting out your sewing pattern, we'll begin with the arms, legs, and ears. Take your fabric, double it up with the good sides facing each other, and trace the arm, leg, and ear patterns onto the fabric. Then sew directly onto the traced lines. You want to make sure they're clear enough to see once you're sewing over them. Pay extra attention when marking your openings correctly. This will ensure you don't accidentally sew over them, making it easy to turn the pieces right side out later. After sewing, trim around the edges, leaving about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then carefully cut small slits into the curved areas like I am with these ears. This will help the fabric lay smoothly when you turn the pieces right side out. I like to use mini scissors for this. This helps me not cut too far into the thread, so I'll have to re-sew my pieces, and it's also pretty cute. Before turning the leg piece right side out, you're going to cut a small triangle through the thread as marked in the pattern. Then take the top and bottom of what you've cut and press them together. It should look like two triangles evenly laying on top of each other. Then you can clip it down or iron it down and sew a nice U-like foot shape on the top of the foot. After you've turned your arms and legs right side out, it's time to start stuffing. You also have the option to put stuffing into the ears. In this tutorial, I don't put any stuffing because I like the flat ear look, but if you'd like a more puffier ear, it's totally up to you. After stuffing your leg, you're going to close the opening by top stitching about 1/4 of an inch down. To close the arm opening, you're going to do a ladder stitch for a nice clean finish. Now it's time to work on your doll's body pieces. Trace and cut out the front of the body on one piece of fabric. For the back of the body, double up 2 pieces of fabric, good sides together. Trace and sew where the dotted lines are. I like to sew directly onto my doubled up fabric for the back piece. You may want to cut them out individually and then sew them together, but for me it's just easier to do it this way. I just have to make sure that I sew along the 1/4 inseam mark and make sure not to sew over the opening for the back. And then once it's sewn, I just cut directly onto the solid line. Then, taking my mini scissors, I cut small slits along the rounded area of the back of the body. Cut out what you've traced for the front of the body on the solid line using only one piece of fabric. Open up the back piece of the body, then place it over the front piece. It should line up perfectly. After securing the two body pieces right sides together, you'll sew all along the dotted lines of the body, leaving two openings for the legs. Make sure to sew the middle dotted line at the bottom as well. This is so later on when you go to put the legs through the openings of the body, it's easy to find the right position for them before sewing them down. Don't forget to cut slits in the rounded areas of the body like the shoulders and the top of the neck. Now it's time to attach the legs. Starting with the right leg, thread it through the middle opening in the back, guiding it down to the leg opening at the bottom. You'll notice a small inseam that we sewed earlier. That's a helpful guide to measure how far the leg should extend outside of the body. Once it's positioned correctly, sew it securely along the bottom. After you've sewn the right leg down, it's time to prepare the body for the left leg. Gently push the right leg up into the shoulder pocket to keep it out of the way. This will make it easy to guide the left leg through the back opening and into position. Make sure the left leg is even with the right leg. Then sew it down so it meets the seam in the middle of the body. This will create one continuous line of stitching across the bottom. Now you should be able to turn the body right side out. You finished sewing on the legs and you should have a nice sturdy looking body taking shape. Next, we'll get to stuff it up and bring it to life. And that's it for part 1. In part 2, we'll attach the arms, sew on the head, and create the doll's adorable yarn hair. So go ahead and grab yourself another cup of coffee, click on over to part 2, and let's finish your doll. See you soon, and stay cozy.